Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to this special edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. It is that time of the week again to count down the 10 hottest cards of the week. And as you can imagine, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is playing a big role in this week's top 10. There's a lot of new cards from that set that players want to build commander decks around, and that in turn is spiking a number of cards. There's some other things going on too, which you'll see in just a moment. Quickly before we get into it all though, just a fast reminder, if you go to flipsidegaming.com, you can use the Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can pick up Kamigawa Neon Dynasty products, but they have a whole lot of other things on their website, as you can see on the screen there. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. And whenever you use that Heroes promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated. So thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Hidetsugu Consumes All, this one directly from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. And this is going up 206 this week to 524. That is a 65% increase. So this is a good time to let you know how we compile our top 10 every week. We're looking at two major pieces of criteria. The first is a percentage increase in the value of the cards. And secondly, we want to see a true increase in sales out there. If you're expecting a card to be on the top 10 and it does not make it, well, it fell short in one or both of those categories this week. With that out of the way, let's talk more about this card here. When it comes to standard, I haven't seen this card in a lot of decks yet, but Saffron Olive from MTG Goldfish did feature a Mardu deck built around this card that's been circulating around recently, and that could have brought some attention to it. Also, this card has been doing some other things. In Pioneer, it's in Rakdos mid-range sideboards. I have seen some players trying this out in a Modern Domain deck, among other builds in that format. Others are trying this in Legacy Control builds. We'll have to see if anything sticks in those two formats, but this card is showing up in a number of Commander builds as well. It's in Hidetsugu Devouring Chaos, Go Shintai of Life's Origin, Isshin 2 Heavens is 1, plus this did get a Command Zone podcast mention this week, which could have brought further attention to it. Number 9 is Heliod's Intervention. This goes up 229 this week to 650. That is a 54% increase. This is seeing increased Commander play now thanks to Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. You'll find this in Hinata Dawn Crowned, Isshin 2 Heavens is 1, and Light Paws Emperor's Voice. Number 8 is Setessan Champion. This is up 270 this week to 652. That is a 71% increase. So yet again, we have a card here that is getting more commander play because of Kamigawa. You're going to find this in a number of builds. Go Shintai of Life's Origin, Tetsunari Toad Rider, Setsuki the Living Lore. I also see this in a lot of Sithis Harvest hand decks. And those builds are getting a lot more play now due to the fact that there was a strong enchantment focus coming out of Kamigawa. Beyond that, this is a good upgrade to the Upgrades Unleashed Commander deck, and it's in fresh builds around a couple cards from there. Shishiro the Shattered Blade, and Kaima the Fractured Calm. Number 7, Honden of Life's Web. The Champions of Kamigawa copy is up 274 to 782. That is a 54% increase. The Eternal Masters copy is up 285 to 797. That is a 56% increase. So again, this is seeing more commander play because of Kamigawa. This is in Go Shintai of Life's Origin. I also see this in the Sisei Weatherlight Captain Shrine builds, which a lot of players are building now because of the new shrines in Kamigawa. To a lesser degree, I've seen this in some other builds too. Kyodai Soul of Kamigawa, Tetsunari, and Setsuki. Number 6, Bruised Tarl Boorish Herder. This is from Commander 2016, only comes in foil. It's up 360 this week to 951. That is a 61% increase. Now, there's also an etched foil copy of this from Commander Legends, which is moving up as well, but is still quite affordable. So why is this moving up? Well, it has been a popular partner commander for a long time, but now it's seeing more play in Isshin 2 Heavens is 1 builds. Number 5, Temporal Trespass. This goes up 611 to 2118. That is a 41% increase. Now, this does see Pioneer playing as a Phoenix, which is a pretty popular deck there. But this is also in a very popular commander deck right now, and that is Yuriko the Tiger's Shadow. Of course, that build is hot because of the new ninja support that came from Kamigawa. Number 4 is back again after a little bit of an absence. This is Meltdown. It's up 1137 this week to 2494. That is an 84% increase. Now, this has become a huge legacy sideboard card to deal with 8 cast and other builds where there's a saga. Plus, this does see a little commander play at times as well. But Legacy is really what's moving this one. Number 3, Intruder Alarm. The 8th edition copy is up 1001 to 2222. That is an 82% increase. The Stronghold copy is up 1305 to 2561. That is a 104% increase. Now, this also has a Mystery Booster Retail Edition foil that's moving up too, but that is a foil copy that's pretty reasonably priced. On top of that, this was reprinted in a secret layer not too long ago too. Fibblethip Totally Lost. So when it comes to gameplay, this is a good upgrade to the Buckle Up Commander deck, and it was mentioned as such on a recent episode of the Command Zone podcast. It's also in fresh builds around a card from there, Shorikai Genesis Engine, plus I've seen this in some Ghost Shintai of Life's Origin Commander decks too. Number 2, Unwinding Clock, the new Phyrexia copy up 1275 to 2887, that is a 79% increase. The Commander 2018 copy up 1756 to 3147, that is a 126% increase. And that copy from the list up in theory $18.53 to $60 for a 45% increase. But that does feel inflated to me because there's just not that many copies of that particular version of the card online right now. Combine that with some high asking prices, which you do have to lean a little harder on since you don't see a lot of sales, creates a situation where the card just looks overpriced if you were to look it up on, say, a price tracking website. I think in reality, if you were to find the card at, say, your local card store, the price would be closer to the other 2 copies. It did join the list with Crimson Vow, sticking around for Kamigawa, so yeah, you can still pull this out of Kamigawa set booster packs. When it comes to gameplay, this is another good upgrade to the Buckle Up Commander deck, and was mentioned as such in that same episode of the Command Zone podcast, where they mentioned Intruder Alarm. Plus, I have seen some players putting this in some fresh builds around a couple of cards from Buckle Up. One again is Shorikai, and the other one is Kotori Pilot Prodigy. And number 1 this week is Hallowed Haunting, the Innistrad Crimson Vow copy up $9.21 to $24. That is a 62% increase. The Innistrad Double Feature copy is up $25.85 to $39.99 for a 183% increase. Again, much like the list copy of Unwinding Clock, this is a hard to find card right now online, so it is a little inflated. Not as much as Unwinding Clock, but I wouldn't expect to pay $40 for this in reality. With that being said though, this card is seeing a lot of play in a lot of places. In Standard, this is in a series of enchantment decks including Naya, Selesnya, Bant, and 4-color. There are some players testing this out now for Modern as well as Legacy. I have seen some people trying out Enchantress decks in both formats, for example. Commander, this is another card you find many times in Sithis. Also, it's in new builds around cards from Kamigawa, Ghost Shintai of Life's Origin, Light Paws, and Satsuki. And that is going to do it for this week's Top 10 Hot Cards of the Week, but remember to join us this weekend for our regular episode of the Market Watch, where we deep dive into everything that's happening in the secondary market. Until then, though, hey, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.